Hey there, and thanks for joining me in this playthrough of System Shock 2. This has always been one of my favorite games of all time. I think it still is to this day. It's just so well done and offers so much for its time, even compared to modern games today. And its predecessor, System Shock 1, is pretty much well known as the grandfather of the FPS RPG. It may or may not have been the first one ever. I think some other game called Pathways in the Darkness or something like that might have been an actual, the original grandfather of the FPS RPG, but the System Shock series pretty much made it mainstream, or at least perfected it. And of course it's the successor to the BioShock series, which followed it up as a spiritual successor later on. And it really sucks that this one left on a cliffhanger in a way, because the studio went bankrupt before they could finish the trilogy. But in the meantime, I may as well just start the new game and get you guys the intro going.
Look at you, hacker. Pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
This is Dr. Marie Delacroix of the UNN Von Braun. We've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
Alright.
Welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
Yep, the graphics are pretty
Step
dated.
into the grav shafts to proceed to the street-level recruitment.
But it is an older game, and it did pack a heck of a lot of gameplay in, so I can completely forgive the underwhelming graphics. I think even for its era, they
Before you
weren't
choose
quite
your
the
career,
best.
you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the basic training center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
I will skip basic training.
If you've completed basic training, you're ready for the advanced lessons provided here.
And I don't need the
Advanced
advanced
training?
training.
Here's where you make your choice, soldier. Here's where you enlist in one of the 3 branches of the military. Once you decide on your branch of service, There's no going back. The shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
The OSA is kind of mainly centered on psionic attacks, and I think that's kind of mostly what it settles on, with some basic combat training. Marines, of course, are all about the mainly combat training, as far as I remember, and Navy is kind of a mix of technical training and combat training. And I do believe I will pick Navy.
Welcome aboard the space station Chesapeake Bay, sailor. It looks like you've picked up some standard weapon skills at basic on Coronado Island. Now it's time for your tour of duty. Your tour will consist of 4 postings over 4 years. In this man's Navy, you're given a choice of 3 different postings a year. It's up to you to decide what kind of career you want to have, so choose wisely. Just approach a shuttle bay to receive a briefing on a posting. If you think that posting is right for you, head into that bay to accept the assignment. The UNN Lucille is looking for volunteers for their military police detachment. Those sailors can get pretty rowdy on these year-long cruises, so you better not be afraid of a tussle.
+1 modify, +1 strength.
The UNN Lucille is looking for an engineer's mate to help maintain the ship's core energy systems. There's some heavy lifting involved, sailor, but you'll learn your way around the high-tech equipment.
Repair and strength.
The UNN Lucille is looking for an ops training officer to learn the ship's navigation and data control systems. You'll get your feet wet with the high-tech systems, but also expect some heavy lifting.
I think I'll go with hack and strength. A lot of computer systems on this ship. Give you guys a little time to read that if you're interested. Otherwise, feel free to skip ahead a little. Alright, second tour of duty.
Laverne, Florida hosts the Navy's premier tactical training school. While maybe not as respected as the Marines facility at Fort Bush, there's a lot to be learned here.
+2 standard weapons.
The UNN Pierce is ferrying liberated political prisoners back home from their detention near Saturn. The Pierce has been assigned a detachment of Marines and needs sailors to load, administer, and maintain the arms on board the ship.
Plus maintenance.
The UNN Carfax is undertaking a mission to examine a newly discovered Class B comet approaching the outer solar system. You'll likely pick up some useful skills working with the high-tech navigation systems aboard this newly commissioned heavy cruiser.
And cyber affinity. I think I will go with standard weapons.
Laverne, Florida
I can
hosts
pick up
Navy's
the other
premier
skills
tactical
later
training
on,
school.
as they're not
Well, maybe not
quite
as
as necessary early game. Maintenance will be quite handy later on, though, if you don't want your weapons degrading or jamming. As before, skip ahead if you don't want to read this.
The Navy strongly encourages every sailor to undertake some amount of zero-G training. A year at the Yamamoto space station in Earth's orbit will more than suffice.
+2 agility.
The Navy maintains a survival training school on the surface of Io, the third moon of Jupiter. Pros, there's no better way to improve stamina and survival skills. Cons, the 21.2% mortality rate.
Yeesh. +2 endurance.
The Navy's Marie Curie Research Facility on Aquinas 4 is currently conducting research on a new strain of spaceborne virus that killed 220,000 citizens of New Atlanta. To lift the quarantine, we must determine how the virus pierced the city's micronanite shielding.
I think I'll go with this one, the plus research. Comes in handy to research organs and parts from your slain enemies to learn how to kill them better.
Reinitializing memory strings. Restoring patient memory. Restoring memory. Restoring memory.
Steady yourself, soldier. This is Dr. Janice Polito of the Computer Ops staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being. You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks. You're on board the starship Von Braun and something's gone very, very wrong. Some kind of force has hijacked this ship. That's why you volunteered to be implanted with some experimental cybernetic implants. Rely on your cyber interface. It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that? But keep your eyes open. They're after us both now. Watch out. I'm getting strange readings from that radar dish outside the window. It's become unstable due to... Move! Take cover!
Critical decompression hazard in the cryo recovery suite. Evacuate immediately.
Well, the blast glass broke, and it's just a force field holding for now. Bring up my cyber interface. My health down here, my psi points. I think this is my research menu. Map of the area. Cyber modules, nanites, data logs. Think that's key card type stuff. My stats. Strength, endurance, psionics, agility, cyber. My tech stats. They definitely come in handy with your computers and your weapons, because you can hack, repair, modify, maintain your weapons so they don't break, and of course your research. Combat, you got standard weapons, energy weapons, heavy weapons, and exotic weapons. And as for psi, well, there's several different tiers of abilities. Somewhat akin to, I guess you could call it like magic. What's my interface again? Ah yes, right click. I'll equip that. Anything around the corners? Alright. Suppose I better get out of here before that force field doesn't hold anymore.
The entire sector is depressurized. The vacuum shield won't last long. Get through a secure airlock before you're sucked into space. Move it!
Alright. Let's see if I still remember this code. 0451? Oh, I don't remember it.
Great.
45100.
Again. Like I've got nothing better to do. I think Grassy just likes to make work for me. I'll set the new code to 45100. That should be easy enough to remember.
Well, I'm thinking we're gonna have one less survivor.
Please move immediately to cryo recovery B. Decompression event imminent.
Yeah, I don't need another wrench.
This power cell is dead. There should be a recharger nearby. Just use it and it will recharge all the power-driven devices in your possession. After you've recharged the cell, plug it into the auxiliary power unit. That should open the airlock door. Be quick about it. The vacuum seals won't hold up much longer. Good. You've managed to get out before the whole area depressurized. I've just uploaded you some cybernetic modules. You can use them to upgrade your cybernetic rig at the upgrade units in this area. There are 4 types of units in the next room. 1 for each subsystem of your cybernetic gear. Stats, psi, weapons, and tech. But use the modules carefully. They're hard to come by.
Hey Doc, the security bot showed up with orders from you to place this grunt into the recovery freezer. I'm no cyber doc, but I know a plant job when I see one. I suppose you know they outlawed R-grade cyber goodies after that fiasco back on Citadel Station. But hey, I just work here, right?
Alright, 8 cyber modules. I am going to put a point into hack. Leaving me with 3 modules. Is there anything I can spend it on? I don't feel like going with psionics. I don't want to split up my stats too much. And it never hurts to go with cyber affinity if you're doing any kind of technical stuff, as it'll make it easier. Alrighty. Let's see if I can successfully hack this door. But you know what? It wouldn't hurt to quick save. Or just do a save. What you gotta do is match up 3 white symbols in a row and not have any red ones.
Security access compromised. Security access compromised.
Speed boosters and brawn boost. Well, I can equip currently 1 implant, and it draws energy to use, but strength will help my melee attacks if I recall, so I'll equip it now. I can always find a recharge station later if it runs out of power. And as you notice, the strength boosts my inventory, as I can carry more. Do I want a psionic amplifier? I'll pick it up just in case. Not really planning on going with it, though.
Can somebody let me out? I can't find my card. Please, let me out of here.
Freaky. Shotgun shells. What's in the information center? Ah, just tutorial stuff.
Well done. I'm uploading some more modules.
This guy's been mutated. A little hard to tell with the old graphics. Whoa, hello. He's been taken over by a alien worm. I will start researching that. See if I can hack this crate. Well, crap. I'll give it another try. Some bullets, and I earned back the nanites I lost. Win-win. A little bit of booze, some potato chips.
Why is it that no one listens to me? The security protocols on the Xerxes system are clearly immature. Some idiot hacked into the primary data loop last night and made
That insipid computer Xerxes has shut down the elevator as well. You can transfer power at the engine core on deck 1, which will get the elevator up and running again. But you can't use the elevator to get down there. Wait. There's some kind of maintenance access right on this hallway. You can use it to reach deck 1. However, it's locked, and Xerxes is hiding the passcode from me. Dr. Watts should have the code. He's probably in the crew subsection. Grassi has the key to get in there, but he's in the medical subsection, probably near the biopsy lab. Now get to the medical subsection and find Grassi.
AKA, run around this ship a lot until I can get in there. Ah, research complete. It's a hybrid of human host and parasitic organism. But what I care about is, I now do 25% more damage to them. Now let's throw away that used organ.
Something.
But this...
On most decks you'll find a quantum bioreconstruction device. Xerxes shut them all down, but I've discreetly put them back online. You'll need to interface with each machine locally to provide a quantum entanglement sample. Once you do that, the device will be able to rebuild your body essentially from scratch. It's not pleasant, but it's preferable to slow decomposition.
AKA the resurrection machine. There. Now if I die anywhere in this medical level, I'll be brought back to life. As long as I have nanites, it costs nanites to bring yourself back.
I got called up around 0430 to help unload the shuttle coming back from Tau Ceti. Kerenskin was there alone. Jesus, what the hell happened to him? He'd lost most of his hair, and you could see these lumps on the side of his neck. And that smell. I told him he should go see Dr. Watts, but he told me to mind my own business. Well, la-di-da.
Do not have a firearm yet.
Damn. The power outage has also taken out access to this bulkhead.
Shit.
It's the only way to get to the medical subsection. Pick up the battery from the floor and find a recharger. The one you used before is in hard vacuum now, I'm afraid, but there should be another one
I've
on
got to
this
shut
deck.
down that alarm.
Once you get the battery recharged, place it in the auxiliary override.
There we go.
Security alert terminated.
I really hope I had some sort of access code to that, otherwise that would make criminal activity really easy. Another power cell. Drained, of course. Now let's go see what's around the corner.
Marie, I've got to restrict access to engineering until we can figure out what to do down there. It's just too hot. I don't know where all the hazard suits went, so I'm reduced to bringing down an armful of rat hypos. Those damn things always give me a headache.
And that item that I used a bit ago was learning a game cartridge. I can now play the very low-res Minesweeper. Except it's all about pigs. Oh, I failed. Anywho. Not that you guys wanted to watch me play Minesweeper. Swine Keeper, whatever it was called. There's a pistol. Throw a little bit of ammo in it. It's in good condition. It's rated out of 10, so 7 out of 10 is not bad at all.
God damn. Somebody's hacked into this thing again. I'm gonna tell Delacroix.
More ghosts.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
I don't feel like spending my nanites on bullets at this moment.
I've been unable to get in touch with Delacroix. This place is falling apart. Members of my team keep disappearing. The leaks in the venting shaft shorted out the primary access channel, and that means we'll all be on auxiliary power until we can get it back up. That means all the lifts are out. Marie, where the hell are you?
I'll wait for that camera to forget I'm here.
Xerxes has control of the ship's security system. Avoid or destroy any security cameras you see. You can hack security computers to power down the cameras too, if you're good enough. But don't botch the job, or you'll set off the alarm yourself. Your corpse is useless to me.
Armor-piercing bullets. I will load those for now, as there is a turret around the corner that I am going to want to take out. And the nice thing about this game, I can't think of any games that predate this one that have the lean. Ow. Let's change my ammo type. Let's see, what is it? There we go.
This is Xerxes. Please report any unauthorized database interactions to your direct superior. Remember, a smooth...
Didn't make it in time to save that guy. Alrighty.
Each deck has a chemical storeroom where you can find the resources you need to research the artifacts you'll find around the ship. Don't try to carry around all the chemicals at once. It's impractical and unnecessary. Your research software will tell you what chemicals it needs, and when.
Well, I'm going to come back here later then. Just a list of what this one stocks. I'm going to quickly save.
This is Xerxes. Unauthorized usage aboard the Von Braun is a Class 3 infraction.
Check for any bullets left over. You know, recharge this power cell and my brawn boost implant. At least it doesn't drain super fast. Now, before I head to the next area, angry psionic monkey.
Ever since we reached Tau Ceti, the lab monkeys have been acting strangely. Nurse Lester picked one out of a cage to be brought in for vivisection, and the rest of them, I mean the entire group, stood up on their legs and howled. This wasn't just a random display. It was a protest.
Watch out!
Well, I better take care of you. Can I hack this one? Yep. Eh, screwed. Well, I may as well restore some of my health. Make some inventory room. Ah. Little bit of a boost to my research software. Pays to look around every nook and cranny. For some reason, people are throwing out valuable nanites.
These missions should have been scrubbed before it left Earth. We've been unable to contain the reactant coolant leaks on Deck 1. I've put an order requiring suits down there. I know you think this would cause a panic, but it's better than giving everybody radiation sickness, don't you think?
Hi there. Please make your selection.
If you were to hack this, you might be able to get better items for sale or reduce the price severely, and it's a permanent hack. Ow! Bastard. I don't want a jammed shotgun, and I have nothing to unjam it with at the moment. I might be able to unjam it actually as is right now, but it's not worth it when it's in terrible condition. Alright, 6 cyber modules. I'll hold on to those for now.
Well done. I'm uploading some more modules.
Alright, now it's worth heading back there, if I have 10. Alright, stats. I don't think I need to upgrade those in a hurry. Hack. think I'll go with repair. I think repair actually is what you use to fix a broken or jammed weapon. Can't quite remember. It's been many, many years since I've played. But I'm about to enter a new area, so I think I will just call it an episode here and continue on in a little bit. Thanks for checking in, and I hope you enjoyed the atmosphere of System Shock 2 so far. See you again next time. Bye.